Hello everybody, my name is Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I made some QR stickers for my business cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how those look. Here they are. I ordered these business cards about 2 years ago, and a lot has changed since then, but I still have over 300 copies of these business cards because I got 500. I did get rid of like half of a pack of 250, but I still have a ton left. So I decided to go ahead and keep these business cards until I run out, and I put this little sticker back here so that people can go to my link tree and get all of the links that they need. I just thought it would be a lot simpler and easier for people to go ahead and use this QR code rather than type in the really long Etsy shop name that I have up here. You can't really see it because it's pearlescent, but yeah, I just figured that would be easier. So next time around when I print out new business cards, I'm definitely just going to go ahead and have a QR code, or I might do one of those new digital business cards or whatever. So we'll see how that goes, but this is how it turned out, and my little sister helped me. So we went ahead and put all of those stickers on a bunch of different business cards. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the process of how I did that, how I made the QR codes and all that stuff. So if you are interested in seeing the whole process of that, then go ahead and continue watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and leave a comment with any suggestions for any of my future videos, or for my business card dilemma for when I go ahead and get new business cards. Any ideas for that? And go ahead and hit the subscribe button to get more business tips and tricks. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi everybody, so it is Thursday, July 28th. So we are about 2 months, I believe. Let me move my camera up so I can talk to you guys. We are, I think, 2 months. This craft fair is September 24th and 25th. So yeah, 2 months away from the craft fair. And so today I am gonna go ahead and do some QR codes. So I already have one printed and cut. So I can add them onto my business cards. As you can see, I put it in a little corner. Sorry that it's super like shiny. The pearlescentness makes it kind of like hard to focus. But I added it to a little corner. And then these are old business cards that I made for my business back in, I think, 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I did these, and I got 500, which I know is a lot for somebody who's just starting out, and I know that was kind of like a gamble on its own already. So I got those, and I really wanted to put like my Linktree account, like QR code on here so that they can open it up and get all of the links to the important things that I have. I feel like most people don't really hold on to business cards, so if I can have the QR code here so that they can just scan it quickly and then, you know, have it on their phone, that's great. So I already printed one page. I'm gonna go ahead and print another. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do those. Over the years, the last 2 years, I was able to get rid of almost half of this pack. So that is good, I suppose. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is try to at least fill up this pack. I got 500 in total, so this pack was 250, I believe. Um, this should be 250, but there's half in here, so there should be like 100, 150 maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I've done it and show you guys the whole process so you guys can see. And yeah, everything is content, so. Story. Okay, so this is my screen. Okay, these are the ones I already made, so I'm just gonna move them out of the way. And what I'm gonna do is go to shapes off to the side here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a regular square. And then I'm gonna unlock the dimensions. And the width is going to be 6.75. And the height is going to be 9.20. And I'm going to move that all the way up right here. Okay. And so the whole idea is you want whatever it is that you're printing to fit into the square. You see how it fits in there? And this also fits in there as well. So what you're going to do is go to your uploads. We'll go ahead and do it with this. Well, actually, I'll show you exactly what I did to get this. You're going to add to canvas. And so it gives you this big old QR code. So before I go ahead and shrink it, I want to round out the edges so it's not like a full-on square. I want the edges to be round out, and I want it to be a little bit more like less of an edge here, like closer to the QR code, but still a white background and a white edge. So what I'm going to do is go back to shapes, and I'm going to click this one right here that has the rounded edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it a nice size. So I go ahead and put this behind the QR code so I can move around the QR code and see if it's in the center or not. Move it around. I'm sure there's a easier way to do this, if I'm being honest. I just don't know of it. So if you have any tips or tricks, and that looks pretty centered to me. It doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah. So then what I do is I grab both of them and grab this, I grab this, and I grab this. Okay, you can grab them on the side, and then I slice it. So when you slice it, you'll see here that the background kind of can move around now. So I delete that because I don't need it anymore. It's just extra space. And then I delete the gray square as well because I don't need that anymore. What I did first time around was I used that same gray square to create this bigger square, and then I just choose the size of the QR code sticker that I want. So for me, I want it to be 0.75. That is perfect for what I want. So these are 0.75 inches across, so that is exactly the size I want with the border and all. So that's the size I'm going to go ahead and make it. And so you see it made it smaller. And then what I do is Control C and Control V to copy and paste. And then I get it as close to a straight line and even as I can, and as close to the other side. Or you click duplicate, that also does the same thing. So what I do is I actually go ahead and put it all the way in the corner, all the way at the top edge. all the way up. And then I just continue to duplicate, 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 repetitive, but you guys get the point. You do that. I think I can fit one more in here. Especially if I move them a little bit closer to each other. And then what I do is I go down and I hold, holding on to control, I just go down and click all of the QR codes that I have duplicated, and then I group them together. And then I move them off to the side a little bit so they fit nicely in that little square. And then I just duplicate that whole line of little squares, QR codes. And then instead of trying to align them like this, like I just put them all the way at the edge. As long as I know this one fits within that square, doesn't really matter. I just put them all the way to the edge, duplicate as many times as I need. And then I'm going to delete this because I already have this. And then once I have these here, I group all of them together. So all those individual rows of QR code squares, all those individual rows, I group them together and then I flatten them. So I flatten them and I remove or hide that square. Either delete it or hide it, and then you just make it like that, and then you'll see there's less paper waste. Everything is nice and like full. There's not like, I'll show you the difference. If I unflatten it, so this is the paper with all of them that is unflattened. As you can see, there's more paper being wasted at the bottom part. And there's a space where I can add two more here. So yeah, it's a little weird, like how it works out. I don't know if that's because it's added to this page or what. Almost looks like you could fit even more in here. But once you flatten it, then the whole page kind of gets full. Instead of it just spanning out wider on the page, it wastes less paper, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, that is how you set it up. You press continue, connect your Cricut Air or your Cricut Maker or whatever it is that you have, send to printer, you print it, and then you cut it. So like I said, I always cut, let's say I've already printed, I always cut using the washi tape section, washi tape 0.06 millimeters, and I do that so that it can be like a kiss cut. And so if you go ahead and click printable sticker paper or construction paper, copy paper, whatever it is that you print, it will cut these out and they'll be individual. So like you'll have 70 little squares all cut out. You won't have this whole sheet of paper left. So I always use that so that it will kiss cut and I can have it all together and I won't lose like the small little squares. And so yeah, that is what I do. That piece of paper from last one. And just so you guys know, I did recalibrate before I started cutting and printing these. I always calibrate my Cricut before I print and cut. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but I like to, go ahead and do that because then it's less of a risk that my stuff comes out all wonky or whatever. And I try to minimize how much sticker paper I'm wasting because it is kind of expensive. So I try to minimize how much sticker paper I am using by just assuring that it's going to cut properly the first time around. So I calibrate it. So here's Valerie, my biggest bully. She's gonna help me. So we each got a sticker sheet. So she's gonna go ahead and help me with the business card stickers. And then I'm gonna watch my video, and she's probably watching her own video on there too. So yeah, for now I'm gonna turn off my Cricut. did half of the box. So all of these are done. They have QR code stickers on them. And so they are done and ready to go. We had these left over, 4 left over that weren't able to be done. And then we have the 250 from this pack. So I printed out 5 more pages so we can go ahead and get those ready.